Some Zillennials have told me they want to see more Zillennial content, so I'm going to try and do that. The main Zillennial video touched on some of the culture and media consumed by Zillennials, so now I'm going to touch on some of what they produced. Today's topic, music. One thing I feel that is notable is that Zillennial musical artists were among the first to basically become famous or really expand their fan base due to a couple specific platforms on the internet. One famous example of someone getting their start via the internet/social media is someone who was born in 1994, is Justin Bieber. His mom posted videos of him singing on YouTube, and that is what really helped him gain an audience. If you look at lists of famous musicians who got started on YouTube, most of them will be in the Zillennial range, with a few exceptions like Ed Sheeran or The Weeknd. If you look at musicians who got their start on SoundCloud, you will see something similar. Now, there are some earlier millennials here and there, but if a more solid millennial musician got their start on the internet, it was more likely to be on another platform. MySpace, of course, so maybe another video for that. Overall, within the Zillennial range, the YouTube stars are shifted a little earlier and the SoundCloud stars are shifted a little bit later. This seems to track with the fact that YouTube launched in 2005 and SoundCloud in 2007. The list includes 10 musical groups or singers who were born in the years 95, 96, 97, and 98. Obviously, other years get used. Sorry if I didn't include yours, but the reason I chose those was it helped me narrow it to 10 by choosing the stereotypical at this point last two millennial years and first two Gen Z years. I know they wouldn't be what everyone would prefer for the Zillennial range, but I will be mentioning a few artists born other years as well. For the first singer on our list, social media/the internet wasn't the thing, but she did post videos of herself freestyling, which went viral, and this did help her gain more of a presence and more fans. And that singer is Megan Thee Stallion. She was born February 15th, 1995. Megan Thee Stallion has actually collaborated with multiple other musicians on this list. She was featured in WAP, but is also known for other songs like Big Ol' Freak. Next, Post Malone was born July 4th, 1995. His popularity on SoundCloud gave him the confidence to really invest the money he had into making a music video for the song White Iverson, to post on YouTube, of course. It all went well, and he continued on his musical journey. Out of this list, at least the first 10 or so I'm listing, I believe Post Malone has sold the most records. Number 3, and this is just in the order of when they were born, is Dua Lipa. Dua is known for hits like New Rules and Levitating. She won a Guinness World Record for the most tickets sold for a live stream concert by a solo female artist, and in 2021 had the most monthly listeners on Spotify for a female artist. Her date of birth is August 22nd, 1995. Next up, Doja Cat was born October 21st, 1995. One of her award-winning songs/videos is Say So, which features Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat is another example of a musician who leveraged tools on the computer and the internet to become successful and also to increase her skills. While young, she would download beats from YouTube and then use them in GarageBand to make music, uploading it to SoundCloud. Her SoundCloud account is what ultimately led to her getting a producer. Note that 3 out of the first 4 singers are rappers, so this seems to be a relatively popular genre with the group as well. 5 is Lorde, born November 7th, 1996. You probably know her song Royals. Now, the idea of Zillennials is based more around US generation, so I should mention that not all of these singers were born in the US. Lorde was born and raised in New Zealand, Dua Lipa was born in London, and next up we're going to South Korea. The members of BTS were all born between 1992 and 1997. I did say I was sticking to 95 to 98 for the main portion of this, but it is a band, so I'm just mentioning the year range of the members. The band is a best-selling artist in Korean history and was the first all-South Korean group to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard Global 200. I think with the rise of the internet and more technology and just the growth of globalization, there is more shared culture across country lines, and that is reflected in this list. Now, I didn't think I could mention BTS and not mention the most famous Korean girl group of all time, especially when all the members were born between 95 and 97. And that band is Blackpink. Some have even called them the biggest girl group in the world. 8 is Camila Cabello. She was born March 3rd, 1997. One of her hit songs is Havana, and if you're wondering, yes, she was born in Cuba. She moved to the US when she was 6. She got her start with the girl group Fifth Harmony, but eventually went solo. Next we have, for some reason, one of the first singers I thought of when I thought about this list, and that is Rebecca Black. She was born June 21st, 1997. She started in a catchy music video called Friday that went viral, becoming quite an internet sensation in 2011. Obviously, this is another case where YouTube and social media had a big impact. And last, we have Shawn Mendes. Shawn was born August 8th, 1998 and grew up in Canada. He got his following from Vine, which itself also seems very Zillennial. Now, like I said, I did keep it a pretty narrow range, but there were enough musicians in that range that were notable for a list of 10. But if we went back 1 year, there would be some more. There's quite a few famous ones such as Halsey, Bad Bunny, Lil Uzi Vert, and Harry Styles. And of course, Justin Bieber, like I mentioned earlier. Who is your favorite Zillennial artist? Comment below. And let me know what other Zillennial or other content you would like to see. Also, give this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to see more content on the generations. And I will see you next time.